Good evening, guys. Good evening. Yeah, I do apologise. I know I was meant to be live at 10 o'clock, and my sister went into hospital, so been busy today, and I totally forgot all about it. And then, you know what it was? It was 11 o'clock, and I was looking at my phone. And I was on the toilet, and I saw that I was meant to be live at 10 o'clock. So, totally and utterly forgot. I thought, I'll have to do this tomorrow now. Then I remembered tomorrow is my daughter's birthday.
Happy birthday in advance, and I hope your sister's good, mate.
Yeah, cheers. So yeah, lots of crazy at the moment. So yeah, I thought, why not go midnight? And then Fozzie, once I saw that I was live, and said, I'm around. I don't sleep either.
Nope.
That's Chat Liverpool. So yeah, big up Fozzie. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I've changed. I don't know if I told you. I've changed my channel and everything like that. It's gone to my name and TV at the end of it. So
there you go.
Yeah, things have to change, man. Things have to
rebranding, eh? That's what I did, man. Get the rebranding.
I'm joining you guys.
Freshen up. Yeah. That's always the, I had mine like that. Like you probably had it for a long time, and I was like, no, it's not me anymore. I need I need it a bit different. And Fozzie, using your name is clever as well. I mean, it gets it out there. Everyone knows who you are, so it's a good way of doing it, my friend. Yes, guys, in the chat, I hope you're all doing well. Appreciate the love in the chat as well. You know that. Thank you very much. Go and subscribe to Fozzie's channel as well. So it's just Fozzie TV now, yeah?
It's Fozzie TV, not a long name anymore.
There you go, Fozzie TV. Nice and easy, guys. Go and search Fozzie TV in the YouTube search bar. I'm so sweaty. These glasses are just go and subscribe to Fozzie as always, guys, and all the rest of the Liverpool community if you've not done so already. Support one another because we're all family around here. Oh. But Fozzie, how's your weekend been, man? You been good so far? Football, watching anything?
Listen, I watched the Arsenal game earlier. I do watch alongs now with other teams because of what I've chosen to do. It's looking good, man. But yeah, it's been fantastic, man. Obviously, yesterday doing the stream with you guys, it was good as well. So I'm just getting myself out there now and trying to live, the YouTube life, see where I can go with it. You know what I mean? Instead of like doing a small shows now and again. But yeah, I just want to join everybody and just see where I can go with this.
Go for it, man. I hear you. You got the fights on the the UFC? No, I haven't. I ain't got the UFC on actually. I forgot about that as well. I forgot about everything. So yeah, forgotten about everything. I did watch the Arsenal game though. I did sit there and watch that, and that was actually a good game. So Sunderland are a problem, man.
Yeah, man.
They're a physical team. They're strong. But yeah, Arsenal didn't score a corner to a set piece today, and they didn't win.
Strange.
3 games there. They've not scored 3 games. All the games they've not scored a set piece in the Premier League. They've not won.
Wow, didn't know that.
Apparently so. So yeah, there might be one in there that might be they won without a set piece, but yeah. I
was impressed with Sunderland. I thought they were good. It's just the goal they conceded. I don't know what that guy was doing in the middle of the pitch. You know what I mean? Dwelling with the ball and then losing the ball.
Oh yeah, he lost it to Rice.
It was pathetic. It was absolutely pathetic. You could do that to many teams, but not like Arsenal who love to defend. You don't do that.
Pressure right now. You can't do that against the big teams. No. Got to be a bit more clever there. You got to be a bit more clever. But yeah, I thought Sunderland would be an issue for Arsenal today, especially at the Stadium of Light, because they're a physical side.
Yeah.
And they've got pace as well. So I always thought they'd match up actually quite well physically with Arsenal. And in fact, I think they out-muscled them a lot of the time in that game today. And, I think that's a sign. Also, there was something about, I don't know, I caught it what the commentators were saying that Sunderland brought in their the advertisement signs in a little bit closer behind the goals.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So it's harder for Declan Rice to get the run up he needed to take the corner.
Smart. Very smart. Very smart. It's like I told you yesterday when we was talking about the corners Liverpool, how Liverpool accommodated Arsenal's corners. They were marking them instead of letting them go at the back post and then run in, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was aggressive. Well, you got to be.
You got to be aggressive.
Yeah, Arsenal fans comparing Rice to Gerrard is just crazy.
Yeah, I saw that. That's funny, man.
Just crazy. I said more of the comparison is him and Jordan Henderson than Gerrard.
You know what? People forget Declan Rice is the actual centre back by trade. That's
why it's good at defending.
Yeah, so he's always going to be a defensive-minded player. And when you're comparing with Gerrard, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy because if you think about it, Lampard and Scholes have won more than Gerrard, and Gerrard is still considered the better player out of the three.
Yeah, it's crazy, especially when you get ex-players talking about Stevie and like ex-England players as well, and they say, we're doing 11 versus 11 in England training or something like that. They always want to be on Stevie's team. It just tells you everything you need to know, don't it? Just to Thierry Henry,
Yeah.
Thierry Henry loves Paul Scholes, but he said if he could have played with anyone, it would have been Steven Gerrard. So,
and he loves Liverpool Football Club at the same time as well.
Yeah, it's not Ian Wright, man.
Arsenal, he would have played for Liverpool. He says.
Yeah, that's the one English team he wanted to play for, wasn't it? Like Ian Wright as well. I think Ian Wright's brother's a Liverpool fan. That was a rumor going around somewhere. So
I love Ian Wright when we was kids, mate. Ian Wright, he was amazing. When football was neutral, it wasn't like what do you call it now?
It was tribal, was it?
Yeah. We used to watch Arsenal, Jamie. We used to watch Arsenal in the Cups Winners' Cup and support them. That's what we used to do.
Yeah. You enjoyed football back then because we didn't see a lot of football. Football went on telly a lot, so when it was on, you sat down there, enjoyed it, and watched it, didn't you? Yeah. So. And I didn't mind Arsenal when I was a kid. They were a nice club. There was a nice club. No, they were like Liverpool. They were a family club, community club, and the classy. Yeah. Now they're spoiled brats. That's what they are now. Yeah, I despise that club with all my love. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Is it the club or is it the fans, though, Jay? That's the question.
It used to just be the fans, but now it's synced into the club.
Yeah, the arrogance is there.
Yeah, I see them walking around like their shit don't stink, and I'm like, nah, what are we doing here, man? Like, and the fans today, obviously, the fans are the worst. You see the excuses today. Yeah, one should have been a penalty when Mikel Moreno took an elbow in the head or something like that. They said that should have been a penalty when it's just a contested header.
Yep.
And the other one, Gabriel. That should have been a high boot, although Gabriel was 2 inches off the floor.
And they were both in the air at the same time as well. So,
by the way, there's two things on that equaliser, yeah? Because a lot of people talk about Gabriel, and I rate Gabriel highly, yeah? For me, though, he should be headering that.
Yes. Put your body where it hurts, yeah.
And also, I think when I look at Raya, who was excellent today as well, I do think Raya's coming out like this. He should be coming out to clear everything.
Punch the ball.
Especially in the last minute of a game where you're winning. So, they're good players. I rate them highly. I think Gabriel's a good player, but he bottled that, and the foot was nowhere near his head, and he went down like that, complaining to the ref, didn't he? Quite disgraceful, to be fair.
Yeah, I rate Gabriel. You know what I mean? He went from a bozo defender to a quality defender. So, you have those bozo genes, you know what I mean? That means you could still improve. At least he gave people like that hope, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the other thing I can't stand is they just nick every Liverpool song, man.
Oh, yeah. But it's good though, Jay. I enjoy it because
it's imitated flattery.
Little brother.
Like I get it. Liverpool didn't invent the actual music, the tune, but they put the words to it. Do you know what I mean? It's a different. Like Liverpool didn't invent "You Never Walk Alone," and I know other countries and other teams singing like Borussia Dortmund and Celtic and all that. Yeah, but everyone knows it's Liverpool's thing. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Real Madrid play in their stadium when we arrive, so that's how far it goes.
They know, man. Right. With Arsenal dropping points this evening, they're Liverpool, if they win, I believe could make the gap 5 points. 4 points, is it?
Yeah.
Obviously, if our City got that 1 point advantage, so if they win as well.
You're right. 5 points.
5, it's 5 plus 4 for City if they win, ain't it?
Yeah, I thought it was the loss. I keep thinking.
So 5 and 4. Are you amazed, Fozzie, that Liverpool is not? Look, we've all spoke about how crap Liverpool being,
yeah,
and we've had our debates and speaking about the manager and the players and the systems and all this stuff for weeks and weeks now.
Yeah,
we lost 4 games in a row in the Premier League, but we beat City tomorrow. Somehow we can go second, 5 points behind Arsenal.
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Considering the amount of games we lost already, if you know what I mean, Jay.
Yeah,
4 games we lost in a row, and we're still there and thereabouts. It's amazing. It's not like we deserve it, but I think the 5 wins and no draws, I think helped us that, Jay. Because normally you get draws here and there with with the losses.
Yeah, the draws mess you
Yeah.
up. It's the draws that mess you up.
It's the draw that mess you up, but whether we like to say it or not. But yeah, it's good. It's good that can happen. But it just depends on the head coach, mate. It depends on the head coach if he's gonna stick with this team that he has, or is he gonna have those brain fart moments and then try to implement the idea that he had in the beginning of the season again. You know what I mean? I don't know with Arne Slot, Jay. I just don't know. I mean, I'm not out or anything like that just yet. But I'm on the brink. If he continues with that madness, I'm really on the brink, bro.
Yeah, and that's the thing. After the win against Aston Villa, first Premier League win, I think, since the Everton game, which was the 20th of September. Then you go and beat, Real Madrid, and you commit. And Real Madrid only had one big chance in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Them 2 games when we were coming up to, I remember fans, including me, were worried, man, because Villa just beat City. The week before,
and they deserved to win that game.
Comfortable win.
Yep.
And then Real Madrid, we're all sitting there thinking, what the hell Real Madrid going to do to us? Because like Kylian Mbappe, I think him and Haaland are the 2 most informed strikers in the world, scoring goals for fun. Got Vinny Jr., Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham could do anything to us. Everyone was worried. Everyone was like, Liverpool fans were predicting a massive beating, a humbling. And he goes and changes his system, changes his tactics, and gets a beautiful win. And 1-0. If we won 4-0, it wouldn't have flattered us at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So the scoreline doesn't reflect on the game.
No, we dominated them. So obviously now with this Man City game, there's confidence a little bit more in the fan base, maybe, especially for myself. Them 2 wins are big. Gives you just puts a smile on your face. Do you know what I mean? That's at least it puts a smile on your face.
Yeah.
The 2 things I was happy about the Villa game and the Madrid game, though, Fozzie, was that he kept the same back line.
Yes, sir.
And I've been on about this all season. Yeah, you can rotate. I get it. But your back 4 shouldn't rotate as much as it does. Because it's the hub of everything you do as a football club.
Yes, sir.
You need a stable back line. And for me, Mohamed Shilly's looked better in the last couple of games because he's got a stable back line. It just helps everybody, helps the midfield, it helps everybody. And no matter what people think of the players, is Bradley good enough? Robbo seems to be past his best, but he's still playing. He's playing to a good level at the moment. I wouldn't take him. I don't know about you, Fozzie. I know he's spoken about Robbo in his press conference, saying he's played 3 in a row. He's a bit wary of it. I hear what he's saying. Robbo's 30 now. You got to look after him, which I appreciate. But that back 4 has to play tomorrow, surely.
Play him in this game and rest him in the other ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. Just do that.
Especially against Forest, ain't it?
Forest at home. I could play Kirkes in that game. But play Robbo in this one. We need the experience. You know what I love about Robbo, Jay? When he plays, teams don't give us problems in the air or anything like that. Have you noticed that? There's no long balls. There's no throw-ins like from long range. They know because he's aggressive. He copes with things like that. Yeah. And I don't know how City play nowadays. Are they a long ball team? I don't think Pep Guardiola will go down that route anyway.
No.
But Robbo being in the team is so safe. I'm fine with it, even if he's not at his best, because we've still got someone there that complements the left side. If you know what I mean, if it's the winger, if it's the left side midfielder, if it's Van Dijk next to him, Van Dijk feels comfortable.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't keep clean sheets when Robbo comes back straight away by coincidence. It's because the team is comfortable around each other. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. And you said about Mamadashvili. Why is he so good? Because he's never had defenders like that. He had defenders that was panicking in front of him recently when he was conceding all those goals. So, yeah. Robbo needs to play today, 100%. And then after that, we could just worry about resting him and all that stuff. That's not how I see it. I don't want Robbo to be at this game, man. Keep that defense, together. Van Dijk is 34. Salah is 33. Robbo is 31. Come on, man. Let's be serious here. Right? He's young enough.
Yeah. I'd definitely keep Robbo for this game, like you said. And if he goes away, Scotland plays, then rest him against Forest and bring Kirkes back in, who's fresh. This game is. I think now with the result of the Arsenal game, I think no matter what he said in the press conference, he's going to probably change his mind a little bit because this is a possible must-win for Liverpool now. And if anyone can hear that noise in the background, I do apologise. It's my daughter's ventilator. She's in my room, so Yeah, if you hear that noise in the background, guys, it's just that. Yeah, Robbo for me needs he needs to stay in this team. I want the 3 points. I think maybe Slot was thinking that, you know, if Arsenal beat them, maybe I'll give Kirkez a run here because, you know, it's 10 points beforehand. Now you got a possibility of going 5 points behind with only four losses in that time. I think he's going to leave Robbo with the team. He has to rest him against Forest, man.
Yeah, man.
And then I think the Forest game is a Forest game at Anfield.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can rest Robbo. You can put Kirkis in at Anfield against Robbo for Robbo in that game.
Yeah.
Right back situation, Conor Bradley. Look, I know a lot of people are so up and down on Conor Bradley, and I get it. I said it at the beginning of the season. I think Arne Slot's number one choice right back is Conor Bradley. You know, Conor Bradley's issue is Conor Bradley. Do you know what I mean? And that's not from a playing standpoint for me. It's from a, you know, it's his body. It just breaks down for whatever reason it is.
It's growth,
you know,
he's getting,
it's
still growing.
Still a young lad. He's obviously, you know, maturing a little bit later in life, which some do. You know, I did. You know, it happens. But I watch him play, and I like the guy. I rate the guy. He's aggressive. He's brave. He's, you know, he has got ability on the ball.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think a lot of people thought he had them 60-yard diagonals like he did against Real Madrid. He's got that ability in him. You know, he can make the winger chase him when he gets forward, which to do what he did against Real Madrid is you have to be brave to do that. It takes ball because, you know, one mistake and Mbappe, Vinny and all that are in behind you and it's game over.
Yeah.
So that's brave to do, which means you've got a strong mentality. So I like Conor Bradley, Fozzie. Talk me about Conor Bradley because I rate him. I just think injuries have stopped him performing to the level I think he can do.
Yeah, I agree with you with Bradley. At the beginning of the season, he had some issues, guys. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it was. Was it confidence? Was it the players that were playing next to him? He didn't start off well, but in the past, couple of games with the defense that's next to him, I thought he's been outstanding. To be fair, it wasn't even just the Real Madrid game; it was the Aston Villa game as well. Like, he showed his qualities in the team, and this kid is, he's got a ceiling, isn't it? He's got ways to go still. If this is his best now, can you imagine when he gets older and more mature and at his prime? Like, he could be one of the best right backs in the world. And that's how he's heading. What I like about him at the moment is it doesn't matter who he faces, he's still going to have a good game against that person. And the confidence is there, the ability is there. Like Jamie said just now, like the long balls from the back to the diagonal balls, like to the other wing. How often do you ever see him do that? He saw Trent on the bench probably and said, you know what, you think you could do this on your own? I could do this too. Yeah, I think Bradley is going to be a phenomenal right back for us, and long may it continue. It's just the injuries at the moment is what's setting him back, and then once that's out the way, I think he's going to be a regular right back, like Jamie said, 100%. I'm just looking forward to see the future of this kid. It just reminds me of he's got that stature about him, like Steven Gerrard and all that stuff. You know what I mean? When he first came into the team, I'm not saying they're similar players, but you could see there's something there about Bradley, and I just hope he just avoids these injuries in the near future and just becomes a regular right back for Liverpool, because not only he can defend, he could actually attack the floor against Real Madrid the other day.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. I mean, I rate the guy. I think he's a good fullback. He's not Trent. We understand that. I think he puts more willing into defend than Trent does application.
Yeah.
I think application is a lot. You can be good at something. You can be good at a particular skill. You can be good at your position. But if you don't put application into it, people will never go to see that. And I never thought Trent at Liverpool was bad at his job at defending. It was the lack of application he put into it. If he put the application he did on his forward play into his defending, he would be the best of the best. Like, it'd be argued.
100%. There's no doubt about that, because that's the only thing that was missing from his game. He's got every ability in the world, but the defensive side is what lets him down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you said, if he puts effort onto that, you know what it is, Jamie. He said he wants to be the best player in the world. Well, sort your defensive side out, man. You learn, Spanish in 6 months. Why can't you learn the defensive in the last 10 years he was at Liverpool? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, man, it's a shame. It's a shame. Let me just put it that way. That's the reason he's on the bench of Real Madrid, because he can't defend. Carvajal is still the right back. I don't know how old Carvajal is now.
He left Liverpool in his prime to be on the bench in Madrid.
Nothing.
Crazy. But yeah, Conor Bradley, look, he's got different abilities to Trent. People always go compare the two because Trent is Trent. I get it, but I think we just got to look at their skill sets completely different. And I like Conor. I want to see him play 10, 12, 15 games in a row. That's what I want to see. It was a bit like, do you remember a few years ago with Curtis Jones? Everyone was saying, how good is Curtis Jones really? Because he'd play 1 or 2 games. His body would get injured. And, and then he'd come back in and he'll play a few games, body will break, they'll come back. And how good is he? And then I think he went for a period where he played 15 games in a row, didn't he?
Yeah.
And we was like, that's how good Curtis Jones is. There you go. There's the real Curtis. So we've seen him now.
Even I came around, I'm a bit.
But we all were, because we didn't know what he was. What's his skill? What's he best at? Is he just in the team because he's a Scouser and all this sort of stuff? And it's like, no, he's actually a good footballer. He's actually a good footballer, and I like Curtis, and I hope Conor Bradley can do the same thing and just get his body sorted and play games, because I think he could be an exceptional right back for Liverpool. Hopefully,
100%.
Fingers crossed.
So Madrid again. You showed everything. From a right back.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have that game against Real Madrid by being shit. Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? You got the ability.
Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. were swapping just to see who could get at him, and none of them did.
He's locked them both up in 2 years in a row now. You know, mad though. He's Chris Dunn. He can be happy. He's Chris. I mean, he's Chris Dunn there. There's nowhere up really when he plays Real Madrid anymore.
I guarantee in the training ground they giving him compliments because of that as well. 100%.
Yeah, and if we play Madrid again,
last season, Real Madrid were missing a lot of players. Okay, you took out Mbappe, but can you take out when Vinicius is there? And Bellingham and all this stuff. He did all three.
He did.
There you go.
Yeah, they kept rotating. Mbappe went over there. Vinny went the other side because he won't get no change, and then Mbappe didn't get any change out of him. Connor's like, it's just what I do. No, so you got to have ability to do that. So much love to Connor, and we're both in agreement. Yeah, I think the chat is as well. I've seen some people in the chat saying keep the same back four, and I'm
100%
totally in agreement. He's kept 2 clean sheets. They know what they're doing right now. Keep him in.
Yeah.
Midfield 3. Obviously, at the beginning of the season, a lot of people weren't the biggest. There was a lot of Liverpool fans who weren't the biggest Dominic Szoboszlai fans. Yeah. I always loved Dominic Szoboszlai, even from the day we bought him. I could see the talent he had.
Yeah,
he's never been able to show his true self for Liverpool, in my opinion, because he's been asked to do different roles to help other people out.
100%.
I think this season you're starting to see the real Dominic Szoboszlai. But we bought obviously Florian Wirtz in the summer. And Florian Wirtz, to everyone, thought he was taking the place of Dominic Szoboszlai because we want a more creative 10 who can get more GA and assists and goals and stuff like that. And it's Dominic Szoboszlai's position he's going to take.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened because Dominic Szoboszlai, Fozzie, has started this season on fire. And you could argue right now, in November, he's probably been Liverpool's best player this season so far. He's been excellent. Like, talk to me about Dominic Szoboszlai, man, because I could go on forever about him.
You know me, I think, mate, I don't know how many, but in the YouTube, like Liverpool YouTubers, maybe like few of us have backed him from day one. We said it when he first came, Jay. We was here, I think, when he first came. We said it. We don't buy the players like that normally. You know what I mean? Like the De Bruynes and the Szoboszlai. They're similar kind of players, aren't they? These players. Liverpool don't buy that player. They buy the hard working midfielders that's gonna complement the back line as well as passing the ball forward to the forward line. But I knew it from day one. I've always said it as well, Jay. You must have heard me a million times say it. He's got the most ability out of all the midfielders that we have at our football club. He can shoot, he can pass, He can, create chances. He can defend for the team. He's an athlete around the pitch. You could put him in any position and still be the best player in the team. This is how he is. This is what I saw when I first saw him. When people were criticizing him, saying, "Oh, he's the next Henderson. He's a roadrunner." No, he's got more ability than Henderson. Trust me. That's what I kept on saying. And now, it shows, because you know what it is, Jay? With these type of players, like he came at 22, right? Same age as Wirtz. I think the same age when they first came. He's 25 now. So it will take, when you're young, leaving, a club like Leipzig, coming to Liverpool, different atmosphere, the fans are right on top of you. The players are close to you in the Premier League, considering what you get in Germany. You get the time, you get an hour on the ball over there. You know what I mean? So, and the fans are far away from you. They're not abusing your mum and your dog or anything like that, are they? So he's facing things like that over here now, like abuse and everything like that. So it was always going to take him time. He the first season, I think the first 10 games, he was brilliant. Everybody was saying, wow, look at the goal he scored with his left foot from outside the box. I think it was a set piece that was taken.
Yeah.
And his first goal was outside the box with the left foot or something like that. And then he just got a couple of injuries and his form dropped after that. But as time went on, you could see the improvements there. Like, this guy is one of the best I've seen in a while, man. And each season, from what I can see, Jay, he's getting better and better and better. And he's not even reached his prime yet. He's only 25. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's not even 27 or anything like that. So if he's doing all this leadership and, sacrificing his position for the team to win, it just shows what kind of a player that he is. Every team dreams about a player like this. But I'm sick to death of being a right back. I can't do that anymore, Jay. I don't know about you, but
no, I don't want to see him there. No. He doesn't need to be there now.
He doesn't need to be there. But as I said, with Florian Wirtz, with Szoboszlai, around the same age, they were similar. People were unsure about them. Now look at what the rewards you can get when you keep persisting with a player. Florian Wirtz has got ability like out of this world, guys. You haven't seen the best out of him just yet. But like I said, he's only 22. Left Germany for the first time. His parents is his agents. He doesn't go outside. He's not that type of person who's a party animal or anything like that. He's well grounded. He's a good boy, and it's always a struggle when you come to a league like this, especially a physical league. He's struggling with the physicality of this league. That's why Florian Wirtz ain't doing what you want him to do. But once he understands the Premier League and catches that bug, he'll be one of the best players, I think. Listen, I'm already on the boat of, we're going to have to build around Florian Wirtz eventually, to be the next generation for Liverpool Football Club. Yeah, but listen, for now, I don't mind, Szoboszlai being the number 10 and then Florian Wirtz coming off the left. Because at the same time, the pressure will be off Florian Wirtz, if you know what I mean, Jay. So if Szoboszlai does the dog work and all that stuff in the number 10 position, Florian Wirtz can watch what he can do and all that stuff. And eventually, when he's comfortable, he could play in that number 10 role and Szoboszlai can drop back, like he said, as a number 8. So, yeah, we're in a good position, man. But, yeah, both players, Jay, they're amazing, bro. If you told me this like 3 years ago, we're going to have both of them in the same team, I would have laughed at you.
Oh,
I'm happy. I'm happy, man. It's just the manager has done he went about it the wrong way. I wish he went about it slowly integrating these players. If you're 25, 26, Jay, it's okay because you're in your prime, hitting your prime almost, isn't it? You're at that age where you're experienced. But when you're 22 and you get pushed into the limelight straight away, it's gonna. Some people might be good at it, and some people may take time, and that's what I disagree with the coach this season. I wish he took his time with the youngsters, like Kirkes and Florian Wirtz. We had the core of the team that won the Premier League. Start with that.
Yeah.
And then, give it 10 games into the season. Then you could start trusting these new players into the team. I think we would have been way clear at the top if he did that in the beginning.
I agree. That's why I think a lot of us were so frustrated, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, I can agree more. I love Thomas Szoboszlai. I got him as like top 5 best midfielders in Europe right now.
He is.
He's incredible. I said at the beginning of the summer, a lot of people laughed at me for it because a lot of people really like Alexis Mac Allister, right? Yeah. I actually said that for me, Dominic Szoboszlai's got equally as much technical ability as Alexis Mac Allister has.
I think it's more.
And people laughed at me for it. I mean, not like I said. I think I said it on Sam's channel and Coppish or something like that, maybe, and Monty's show. I backed it up because I can see what the player is.
Exactly.
Jamie,
we grew up on Badgers and Zidanes. Of course, we know our player looks like.
I remember Benzema at Real Madrid, when Ronaldo was there, man. He changed his game to adapt it to supply Ronaldo. That was the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Ronaldo's the man. He's got to get the numbers. You're going to supply him.
Yeah.
And as soon as Ronaldo left, he became the man. And you could see the skill in him. You could see the talent in him. And, I think that was Szoboszlai, like last couple of years. He came in the first year under Jurgen. Jurgen wanted that. Like he had that way of playing in that midfield with the likes of Hendo and Milner and Yox and Fabinho and Gini and all that. And he saw that in Szoboszlai, that work, that graft, that athleticism. I think he came into he was the first ever player to beat Milner in the lactate test or whatever it was.
When he first came,
and as soon as Klopp saw that, he went, I've got my new midfield runner. You know what I mean? And it didn't quite work for it. It worked in the first 10 games. And then what happens? You come in the Premier League and adaptation, it hits you. And then when you're hitting a low in the Premier League, it's very hard to get yourself back going again if you're a new player. Then the last season, he started really, he played a bit of a different role compared, he was a Salah runner, Salah-sided. Him and Slot came up with an idea of him, I'm going to get all the numbers. I can tell you right now, I'll get you the numbers. We're going to win everything. And he got the numbers. We won the league, but you need a runner. You need someone in between the gaps of Salah and the fullback, so you're not isolating them all the time. So that was Szoboszlai's role. And now this season, he's playing more of that 6-8 position, which I think is more natural to him. I think someone in the chat said it. I think Szoboszlai said it in the interview. That's where he prefers to play.
Deeper, like he could do playmaking from deep.
Yeah, and I remember when he started playing that in that deeper role this season, and when we were starting winning games at the beginning of the season, people said, I didn't know Szoboszlai had that passing range.
What?
Like, yeah.
You haven't been watching him then.
It's like, I didn't know he had that passing range. He just got to be deeper on the ball. When you're playing him in the 10, farther up the ball, up the field, it's about being more, delicate with the ball, ain't it? The little threads, the little 1-2s and stuff like that. It's not really his game. But in them positions, when he's got the ball in space, he can ping a ball. He can, he's a great ball carrier. He's a great ball striker. He's a good passer. Yeah, I just think he's very good at everything he does. He's not the one thing I would say he's world class at, but he's quality at everything.
The comfortable side is coming together as well. Yeah. Remember, he was hesitant before. Now he's played in the team for 3 seasons. You can see the comfort is coming into his game now. Like he tries things that he wouldn't try 2 years ago. You know what I mean? Or 1 year ago. That's what I like about Szoboszlai now. Like when I watch him, that like those shots from the outside the box against Real Madrid the other day. He doesn't normally do that. He normally hesitates. Oh, I got to pass to Salah. I got to pass to Salah. Now he's shooting.
Leadership.
That's proper leadership, mate.
And people forget, like, he has been a captain a lot of his young career as well.
Me too. Yeah.
And he's got that leadership skill. There's a future Liverpool captain in him.
They're already discussing a new contract, isn't it, Jay?
That's what I was just about to come to. So the rumors are he's very. I think Fabrizio Romano said it on his YouTube channel that they're not too far away on this now.
Yeah,
and it should be happening quite soon. And I'll tell you what, Fozzie, this is a contract renewal we need to do because I was watching around when I was watching around Madrid. I keep saying this. I was looking at Camavinga and Shermani in their midfield, and I'm like, Szoboszlai could easily play in that midfield right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't swap him.
And they would want him as well. Apparently Bayern Munich were very interested in him, but they don't think they can afford his wages at the moment. So this is a player, I think. He's 25 now. His performances are getting better and better. This is the right time to give him a new deal.
100%.
Give him a 3-year extension to whatever he's got. 5 years left, I believe that will be to 2031. By the time he's 30. Yeah, and like Honesty says as well with Grav as well. Yeah, them two, man. They're just, they're get them all signed up, man. And Mac Allister, like. Yeah,
I don't think Grav will go anywhere because he's tasted that, Bayern Munich and all that stuff, and he knows the light is not always green on the other side. So just stay with him.
I think Grav's going to be here for a long time. But I think Szoboszlai get that contract, he'll sign it, and we're all going to be better for it, man. He's going to be. He's going to be future captain.
I can't wait for the future, mate. Like when he reaches his prime, he's going to be deadly. Jay.
By the time he's 28, he could be outrageous. Yeah, could be outrageous. He's learning the game. You're always learning the game, you know. And he's going to have more understanding of the game by the time he's around 28 years of age. No doubt about it. Be out Becky in the chat. Hope you're doing well, guys. Make sure you go and subscribe to Becky's channel as well if you've not done so already. Be up man Connor in the chat as well. Mantis. Never walk alone in chat as well. If suppose I get 30% of Gerrard's goals, I'll be happy.
We'll all be happy, mate.
See, I think suppose like the older he gets, I think the goals will come more freely. But yeah,
it's the responsibility, isn't it, Jay? When you get more, that's how it was with Gerrard. The more responsibilities he's got, the more the goals came. So I could see the same with Szoboszlai as time goes on. Yeah,
he has the Gerrard quote tattooed on his arm, don't he?
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah. He's doing the number 8 Prad right now.
To let people know, he's not. He didn't grow up to support Gerrard. He was a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. That's
yeah. But he rated Gerrard as a midfielder in the way you know carried himself. But yeah, I think we forget. You know, Szoboszlai's of that generation of Messi, Ronaldo, isn't he? That's the generation he's in, my friend. He probably didn't see a lot of Stevie, to be fair.
Nah.
So, but you know, Stevie's quotes are legendary. So,
of course, man. Come on.
So, yeah, and he's doing the number 8 justice at the moment.
Yeah. Considering what we had before.
Yeah, we had a certain number 8 before that. Just
what I've heard, Jay. You know, Naby Keita, he was never injured at Leipzig. It's only when he came to Liverpool. Same as at Frimpong. When they come to Liverpool, they just get injured a lot.
I think it's the physicality and speed of the game.
Yes.
Everything's 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know, everything. Also in the Premier League, everyone is an athlete. Like everyone, like centre backs are quick, fullbacks are quick, midfielders are quick, they're aggressive, they're pacey. It's just
slide tackles past the past now. You don't see slide tackles anymore because they're all pacey. You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
Every side tackle looks like a foul now, don't it?
It does.
Because the speed you're going at. So yeah, you know, in other leagues, I think you can slow it down sometimes to a walking pace almost, take your time with it, and then use your pace in certain areas of the pitch. But yeah, like playing for Liverpool in the Premier League as a fullback right now, you have to do this up and down stuff. Yeah. You know, that's why I love Robbo.
Yeah.
But that man's a machine.
Don't lose hope on Kirkes, though. He will get.
No, Kirkes, but he's again, like you're saying about age, 21.
21, man. Come
21, on. Man. What was I doing at 21? Fuck knows. Yeah. Ain't wrong, probably. But you know what I mean? I think the one thing the manager should say, which I'll give him credit for, he said, we didn't buy these players just for today. We bought these for like 5 years of their contract.
That's what Jurgen would have said.
And we're going to build a random, you know, in time we'll build around these players so you go see the best of them, but you won't see the best of them straight away. And you know that's with Kirkes, you know, you're not going to see the best of him just yet, but there's a player there.
There's levels in it, Jay. Like Bournemouth and Liverpool, it's completely.
Well, you get away with it at Bournemouth, can't you?
Yeah, Bournemouth it's not expectations to be the best or anything like that, or you know, you're not going to compete for the Champions League or anything like that. So when you're going levels above to the champions of the country, first of all, and the team that's competing for the Champions League and other cups as well, it's just too much for some players like to handle straight away because they've never experienced things like this. So like I said, gradually integrate him as we did with Robertson when he first came. Remember, he came from Hull, relegated Hull, and it took him 6 months to become the Robertson that we know and love. I mean, we had to start Moreno ahead of him, man, for crying out loud. That says a lot. So I think Kirkes in time will understand how we play, and he'll become the player that you want him to be. I wanted him at Liverpool. I know a lot of fans are saying, a lot of the fan base are saying they didn't want him, but I wanted him. I think he's got the work rate and the ability to be a regular Liverpool player, 100%.
No, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Where are we? Where are we? I just lost my tab a minute. For God's sake. I like the guy. Big up Max in the chat, man. I hope you're doing good. Big up Paul as well. I hope you're doing well, man. Mac Allister. Now, Mac Allister's not had the greatest of starts of this season. You know, he looked like he had an injury towards the end of last season and carried on through the summer and obviously into the pre-season. You know, his performances have not been great. You know, I called it out. I don't know what's going on with the guy. You know, what's happening with his fitness, what's happening with his injuries.
Yeah.
But, he's last couple of games, especially the Madrid game, obviously getting the winner 2 years in a row against Madrid.
Yeah.
Looking a bit more like his old self. So, what do you think of Mac Allister? You see a little bit more of his old self here? Was it just a fitness issue? What do you think, man?
Yeah, I think there was an injury, they said, in the beginning of the season. And not only that, don't forget, this guy has been playing since that World Cup that Argentina won, non-stop football for Brighton, for Argentina, for us. So he hasn't had a rest. Like, he never had a rest. Because each time there's a summer, there's a Copa America. Each time there's a summer, he has to come back early for Liverpool. And like the guy has had a lot of issues. And I don't know if you know about, he had off the pitch issues as well, private life, girlfriends and all that stuff. And it affected him in a big way as well. I don't want to go into details. It's to do with, I think, his ex-wife and her best friend. He had a baby with her best friend. And I think they got together afterwards. And he had a lot of problems, mate. He had a lot of problems on the pitch as well as on the pitch. But now, like, you look at him, the passes he's making, and the way he scored that header the other day against Real Madrid, and Aston Villa game, it looks like he's back to his self again. The thing with Mac Allister, don't expect him to be a pacey midfielder, guys. Like, he's not that type of midfielder.
No.
He's a smart midfielder. You call them the intelligent midfielders that think ahead before they take action. You know what I mean, Jay? That's what he is, and I just think he had a lot of problems. That's why he hasn't been, the Mac Allister that we've seen. Come on, last season we was voting him as the best midfielder in the Premier League. Like, are we just gonna give up on that? Yeah, the guy has got qualities, and everybody's still saying that his next destination is Real Madrid. I don't want him to go. I want him to be part of Liverpool, and for the future as well. He's 26. He's still got like a long way to go in his age. So. Yeah. Listen, now I think he's back to normal. The way I see him, the decisions he's making on the pitch, you can see that's the Mac Allister that we know, Jay. The right passes, the right defensive side of the game, the aggression is back as well. And he's not giving away the ball a lot like he's been doing in the past few games that we lost. Yeah, so Mac Allister is phenomenal, man. I've always liked Mac Allister, even when he was at Brighton. I liked him. So. Yeah, he's brilliant, man. I've got no issues with Mac Allister now. I think he's back to his best, 100%. I just don't like the way people give up on him already. Saying Rice is better than him and this guy is better than him. Mac Allister's a World Cup winner, man. And if it wasn't for him coming into the team for Argentina, they would have. I think Messi said they would have won the World Cup because if he wasn't playing. So there you go, man. That's how highly he's rated. Even Messi rates him that highly.
Yeah, look, this season, he obviously frustrated me a lot. And again, as you say, the off-the-field problems, the fitness problems, if he can keep that all away and he starts performing to the level, we think Mac Allister can be at, then I'm happy for him to stay, man. I'm happy for him to stay. I think with Mac Allister, though, I need to see him a little further up the pitch. I don't like to see him in that, defensive back double pivot on the 6th area or anything like that anymore, because I don't think he's got the legs for that.
Yeah.
I think he does let, midfielders run off him quite easily because it's not his strength of that part of the game, where Szoboszlai and Grav have got more legs about him, more, they're more athletic, so they can play that area of the pitch a lot better than what Matt can.
Jay, don't you think in the next couple of years, if we win the league again and stop Arsenal winning the Champions League as well, because I think once they don't win a major trophy this season, I think they'll after it's gone. Let's be honest. It has to go. The players will say, "I don't want to be, here for another 5-year project." So they're gonna probably start saying, "I need to go as well." So don't you think, like, if we do something this season, Mac Allister in the future can play further up in the midfield, and the more like confidence that the club will get, because Arteta could be leaving, Pep Guardiola could be leaving if things don't go their way. Obviously, I think Pep Guardiola is already leaving anyway. He decided to go. But if you haven't got that kind of, attention around you from other teams that's challenging you on a regular basis, giving you pressure, maybe like Arne Slot can implement those ideas, Jay. You know what I mean? Become a passing team, become a more attacking team, attractive team to watch. Like he tried to do this season, which, in my opinion, was too early, if you know what I mean. But I think in the future, Mac Allister playing in that role will be beneficial for Liverpool, because I think we'll buy a DM eventually. Someone that's going to cover the pitch. You know what I mean? Stay in front of the defense and Gravenberch next to him and all that.
Yeah, I agree. Look, I look at Szoboszlai, I look at Grav. They're definitely the future for our next few years in this midfield. There's no doubt about that. Mac Allister is just the only one you're not quite sure on what his intentions are. He might, because he's Argentinian, he might want to go and play in Spain. I hear it, you know, and play for a Real Madrid or a Barcelona. And that might be the case with Mac.
But the thing is, if you win in trophies,
he might stop him doing that. Yeah, exactly.
Remember what happened to us before with other players that we had? When we started winning trophies, you never heard Real Madrid. You never heard...
well, look, Salah's never left. Salah could have easily gone if he wanted.
Alisson was on the way to Real Madrid.
Like we got players right now that could. Now Virgil could have easily gone anywhere he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, these players could definitely have gone. I like Mac. He just frustrates me a lot. And that's just because I feel like he hasn't got that athletic ability to play the role. I think the manager wants him to play sometimes in the midfield.
Yeah.
He pushes a little bit further up. Like, he can be aggressive, Mac Allister, further up. Yeah. He's very good at winning the ball back higher up the pitch. But when you're asking him to play a little bit deeper, you know, you saw it in Klopp's first year with him when he made him the 6. It just
wasn't working at all, man.
Cup of tea at all, was it? He wants to play running towards the goal, don't he? He wants to face towards the opposition goal. And if you can get him a little bit higher up the pitch, you got.
That's what they do for him in Argentina. They've got a DM and he just floats around that. That's what he does. Yeah,
and you get McKay, you just go, well, go take up that space in front of you. You take that up, you know, and that's got you 10 yards up the pitch already. So, and do your thing from there. So, I think eventually that will. Look, it's a Premier League winning midfield. I think you said it earlier. The one thing I think we made a mistake with is, and I've been critical of this, that, you know, putting too many players straight away. You know, I understand what he's trying to do. I think he was trying to do this from the end of last season around March time as well.
Yeah.
I think
I
he
heard
knew.
You said that before. I
think he knew the players that were coming in.
Yeah.
He kept making talk about, me and Rich Hughes talk a lot. We know the players we were after and all that. And I thought he was trying to get it ready then. And I think when he thought Wirtz was here, Ekitike was here, Isaac was here, Kirk was here, I think he thought it was going to be easy to play this very offensive, attack-minded, you know. Yes,
you got the machine gun, innit, Joe? You got the machine gun. You know what I mean? At score teams, that's what he thought.
That's what he thought he could do, and you just can't do it in the Premier League like that. You know, in the way you build up, you know, leaving the midfield too empty because, you know, you're putting all your he said it. If they got 8, if the opposition have got 8 players back in their own box, we should have 8 players in their half, going man for man. And yes, it looks great on paper, but if you lose one ball, you're effed. And that's what happened so much this season. And, you know, we are far better building up from a mid-block with, you know, the back 4. You know, against Madrid, Grav never got forward.
No.
He stayed defensive, so we always had a player spare at the back. And that's
every time they tried to take a long-range shot, Grav was there blocking it.
Yeah, and that's what I need from Grav. So, you know, I think that's what he tried to do. He tried to get this into the players. This is how we're going to play. And the players are like, yeah, I hear it. We'll do it. But, yeah, I think after that meeting, I think Virgil said they had a meeting, the team had a meeting and all that. And I think they probably put it down to the manager. Look, we understand how you want us to play. We get it, look at the talent of the team. But it's not working for us. And maybe we just need to change things up and go back to it when we're all more, you know, the thing is, Slot could go back to how he wants to play maybe in 10 games' time if Liverpool won 10 in a row and they're starting to get their confidence back, and he wants to go back to that. But now the players understand it a little bit more and go to it. I get that, but it's not working quite right now. And you know, one of the things as well people have been saying is like, you know, Wirtz in the midfield going backwards towards his own goal is not what you signed Florian Wirtz for. You know, you signed Florian Wirtz to be that creative.
Yes, he did, yeah.
You know, creative midfielder that can, you know, what he did in Germany.
Yeah.
And obviously in the midfield for us, you have to work hard because you have to go back. You have to work hard. in that area of pitch. And I'm not saying Verts don't work hard because he does, but I want to see, like we saw against Real Madrid, he's working hard was in the opposition's final third.
Yeah.
The amount he ran in the final third, the actual running, that's why he got so many miles up. The pressing, the aggressiveness in the opposition's final third.
Off the ball,
that's where it's best.
Yeah.
Is it best for him right now? Because I've seen a lot of people talk about it. I've seen Tim Sherwood talking about it today, actually, on Sky, when he said Liverpool need to play that midfield three of Mac Allister, Szoboszlai and Grav, because that's their best midfield.
Yeah.
But Verts, you just play him left wing and you give him the role of like, you're the creative outlet, you're the guy, free role. Yeah, you're starting on the left. If you want to pop up on the right or pop up through the middle, go for it, because that's what we want you to do.
Yeah.
And is that the best role for Verts right now, and keeping our solidity in the midfield that we got right now?
We need that solidity. Do you know why we lost against Chelsea? Because we diverted away from that. Remember Chelsea, we started with that midfield. And all of a sudden, because Bradley got a yellow card, we put Szoboszlai right back. I think if we stuck with that midfield, we would have won that game. That loss wouldn't be actually recorded. But, Arne Slot went through that. But you're spot on. You're spot on, like, with Florian Wirtz. Like, not only he found this position to be to his advantage, Jay, because if Gakpo's there, he'll be staying on the left wing and cutting in and doing that stuff that he normally does. But with Florian Wirtz, he found he could still have a free role and he could run around the pitch at the same time as well. And that area, how often did we get attacked in that area against Real Madrid the other day? Zero. I mean, like you said in Hussam show, Camavinga was there. Passing back every single time. So they didn't really do much in that left wing because they couldn't do much. So him playing on there, you know what I like about Jay? Think about this midfield that we have here. Florian Wirtz, Mac Allister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch. That's an intelligent midfield. You know what I mean? That's like football heaven for strikers. If we had the strikers, obviously that score goals, which we have now, you know what I mean, with Ekitike and Isak. These guys, once they interlink, I don't think there's any midfield in the world that can cope with. So any team in the world that can cope with midfield like that. That's what I'm looking forward to. But I agree 100%, man. Just leave him on the left for now. Leave that free in midfield. Let them do what they're doing, and then eventually, like you said, integrate the other players into different positions, like the way Arne Slot wanted to do. Like if you win 10 games in a row or something like that, and then things will change. Things will come together. That's what I think. But yeah, him being on the left wing, I think it'd be phenomenal, Jay. 100%. Because I like what I saw against Madrid the other day. I really like.
Yeah, because he didn't really play left wing, did he? He was like, it was basically a free roll, because I believe like 2 minutes into the game, he was already on the right hand side of the pitch. He was allowed to float. It's like Slot said to him, look, you're starting position off the left, but you play within the width of the 18-yard box. Go and be creative, because if you look at Wirtz's running was lateral. It's like the whole 18-yard box all match. That's why he runs so much distance. And his pressing was there. It was aggressive in that position as well. So, and because he was there, and because Wirtz is not in one of the midfield three, and he's doing his stuff at that end of the pitch,
sometimes as well.
Yeah, and then you got the midfield three still in their position. That means Szoboszlai can go into the space that Wirtz leaves. And then you still got Grav and Mac. If Mac wants to go, you still got Grav sitting there. So you always got that spare.
You've got honest midfielders that actually want to do the job for the team, not the ones who are saying, you want me to run? Hell no. You know what I mean? They're not like that. They're actually willing to run and go take positions. That's what I like about a midfield three with Gravenberch, Mac Allister, and Szoboszlai. If someone's at a position, they go there. Not only that, Ekitike goes to the left sometimes as well. You know what I mean? He goes on the left and helps out, the formation. If we have to go back into defense and lose the ball, players go and cover that position. This is what we do, Jay. And long may it continue, because we're looking good now. If we win tonight, I think we're back in the race. I think Arsenal should be afraid.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I've always said it. Liverpool can be 4 to 5 points touching distance of Arsenal by March and April. It's game on.
Game on, man. The experience in it counts, Jay. The experience counts. We know what to do.
Big up Thunder Road. It's been a while since I've seen you, mate. Yeah. We've renamed, man. We've renamed. Rebranded. We're all rebranded. Fozzie's rebranded to Fozzie TV. Mine's Liverpool Chats TV now. Yeah, so we've rebranded Thunder Road. Big up, man. It's been a while since I've seen you around here. Yeah, rebrand. fresh coat of paint. Sometimes you need it.
Yeah, 100%. I've been here since 2019. It's too long now. Man.
Yeah, you need it, man. Fresh coat. That's it. You started saw some chips in the paintwork, didn't you? That was it. No, like Vert's definitely got to play. Midfield's got to play.
He will improve. Just give him time. It will get better.
Yeah, definitely. There's one thing I did like against Madrid, and it's not just Madrid. There's a few games I've seen that I really like their combination play, and that's Verts and Ekitike. They seem to have a very good understanding. I love Ekitike, man. I was watching. I think he had an interview on Sky today. I don't know if anyone saw it. The man is so sure of himself. He's so sure of himself. I love the guy. He's 22. He's, I really liked him when I knew he was going for him when he was at Frankfurt. I said, like, I remember talking to the boys about it. I was like, this guy's great, he's going to be fantastic. He has got that Isaacs about him as well, but he's also got, other, like maybe the Torres is about him as well. And the way he glides can be on relight. He's got a bit of a mixture of like playing ability.
He ain't afraid, Jay. He ain't afraid, mate.
He thinks of himself highly, which I love. I love arrogant players. I don't care. I do like arrogant players. Like Ronaldo might be sickeningly arrogant, but at least he backs out of what he's done in his career. Do you know what I mean? So I'm good with it. His link-up play is excellent. It might be he's a decent goal scorer. I know he hasn't got a lot of goals for Liverpool yet, but more goals will come. Yeah. But his link-up play is tremendous, man. The way he drops deep and, he just plays it off and then he makes the move. Do you know what I love about him? He doesn't admire what he's done. He passes it off and he goes. And that is so horrible if you're a defender. Yeah. Because he just wants to go. And he wants the ball back. And what I do like, him and Vert seem to be very clued on, don't they?
Yeah, they're brilliant together, man. From the first moment we saw in the Community Shield, that when Vert got the ball and passed it to him, and he just cut in and put it in the bottom corner. He loves like hitting the side netting. That's what I love about him. He's always hitting the side netting when he shoots at the goal, and he makes it difficult for goalkeepers. But yeah, listen, he's becoming a hero like Divock Origi, isn't he? Like they wanted someone like that, innit, Jay? Someone that fans can relate to. And that's how I see, like, not obviously as a player, but I'm talking about like the aura about him. And the fan base has been looking for the next Divock Origi, someone they could relate to, and he's it, man. And what I like about him as well, like he knows Isak is there, Jay, but it doesn't really bother him, man. It doesn't bother him. He just plays his game. You know what I mean?
That's why I did the Southampton thing when he got the yellow card, because he came on for Isaac, I believe, in that game, didn't he? And he got the winning goal. And you could tell that he was pissed off. He was angry, And he got the winning goal, and that's why he put the shirt up. He's like, I'm here, don't forget me, motherfuckers. That's what he's basically saying. And then he got sent off for it, and he gave him a pep talk. Okay. But, that's a learning curve. He's a young guy, right? But that's what I like about him, man. He knows his axia. He's not afraid of it.
Yeah, these are the kind of players that will probably stay in the club for a long term as well. He looks like he feels part of Liverpool Football Club. He knows how big Liverpool. He always says, "I'm a big club now." You know what I mean? I got to, start performing at a higher level. He says it comes out of his mouth. If you know what I mean, Jay. So, and not only that, when you have that love for a club, it's very hard to separate that. And I think he's here for the long term. 100%.
Oh yeah, definitely. His technical ability,
there's enough games for both of them, Jay. There's enough games.
Yeah, and he's only 22 as well, man. By the time he's 25, he might just be. He's gonna be dangerous. He could be dangerous. I'm telling you.
Pace until they saw the game against Frankfurt. You know what I mean? When he's running through on goal, look at that.
Yeah, he's got that glide. He's got glide. Yeah. He's gliding. That's what he's doing. He's surging, ain't he? That's how he runs. He's a surger. It's beautiful to see. Yeah, I love the player. His technical ability is fantastic. His link-up play, he will score more goals. There's no doubt about that. But he's got a lot of strengths to his game. And, I'll tell you how good Ekitike is. Even rivals like him.
Yeah, that's what's fun.
That's how I can always tell how good a player is. It's like Alisson Becker. Rivals, they never really say anything bad about Alisson Becker. They all agree. Alisson's Alisson. Even rivals are going, Ekitike's the real deal, ain't he? Damn it. You know, it's like,
How
yeah,
did
he
we
is.
miss out on that? How did we miss out on that? We got Yoke.
Well, our data team, man. Our data team. Well, it's like they asked him on Sky today. I think that's like when Liverpool came in for him, which is Liverpool, and it's basically like, yeah, basically like, I know Newcastle tried. It's never going to happen, was it? But yeah, I love the guy. I think he should play. I know big up to Sam was saying about maybe Cody coming in and playing that, that double 10 system that Slot played last year against Man City.
Yeah.
I get it, but I don't know if he did. I don't know if he does that last season if he had Ekitike.
Yeah.
Because the way Ekitike drops in, he almost becomes a 10 in a way.
Yeah. I know so, you're not facing the Man City of Kyle Walker, are you, anymore? You know what I mean? So they're free for all. You could actually get at them. I think he played in that game, didn't he, Kyle Walker? I'm sure he did the last season.
Yeah, I think he did.
So you don't have that team anymore. So that Kyle Walker used to like recover all the balls that go over the top. So when you watch Man City nowadays, Jay, like they're not the same team anymore. Let's just be realistic. You could get at them. Look at Bournemouth the other day. Like Bournemouth, if they had a proper striker, they could have scored 2 or 3 goals. You know what I mean? But one of them was offside as well. The guy ran offside. I'm thinking, bro, stay in line. You know what I mean? But yeah. I think playing with a striker ain't a bad thing against this Man City team. If the Kyle Walker on them was there, I understand. But that doesn't exist anymore. I'm talking about prime Kyle Walker. So yeah.
And Salah was more in. Yeah. Salah was more in form last season as well. By the time we got to that City game, so he was firing. He was probably already on 15 Premier League goals by the time he played City at the time. So, he was on a different planet. So you can understand the system we played in that game. But I think right now, Ekitike, he has to play. I like the thing about Ekitike because he drops in. Yeah. The one thing centre backs hate, they hate a striker that doesn't stay up top. They can get hold of, they can mark, they can keep their eye on them. They're in reaching, like jabbing distance. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they want. When you've got a striker who's very clever and can drop in and link and turn and play on the half turn, it's a nightmare for centre backs. So that's why I play Ekitike more, man. I wouldn't change the 11 personally. I would keep the same 11.
Let them build the momentum. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I just don't know if Cody Gakpo doesn't play 2 games in a row. Like
that's his boy, isn't it? That's his boy, man. He's gonna play no matter what.
Look, Matheus Nunes is playing well this season, but he's still a midfielder, right? Even though he's playing well. The thing is, he plays well a lot of the time with teams that are in front of him. It's all like Szoboszlai looks good at right back when the team's in front of him, when he can go into a player, crunch a player. As soon as a winger gets clever and stays on his blind side, on his shoulder, and he loses their run, that's when you can tell he's a midfielder or not a defender. And I just worry that if Cody plays, Cody will cut in quite a lot, won't he? And if Cody cuts in quite a lot, Matheus Nunes, if he follows him, he might take Cody into a blind alley with a centre-back and the right-back following him. With Wirtz might not stay with him because he's much more clever. And try and find 1-2s. He might try and play 1-2s with the left-back, with whoever, like Szoboszlai, if he's running in behind, give Mac Allister in space. But I'm just worried he's going to go Cody. Well, what do you think?
I think he will, unfortunately. But I won't be surprised if he goes with 2 midfielders again, if you know what I mean, with Wirtz and Szoboszlai again. Like what he did with Jones and Szoboszlai last season when we beat them 2-0. You know what I mean? He went against his principles, as he said. But like I'll play Ekitike and I'll play Wirtz. I wouldn't change the 11, man. But as we know about this head coach, he's always, doing some strange things. You know what I mean? It's not all about, what can make, the team win. It's about what he wants to do as a head coach. And sometimes that's what actually makes people doubt him as a head coach. And that's what I can see tonight. I've got a feeling he's going to play Gakpo and he's going to probably take off Wirtz and play Szoboszlai, Mac Allister and Gravenberch. I've got a feeling Ekitike at front. I have the feeling he's going to do that. But if I was him, I wouldn't change anything. I think that team, if you could destroy Real Madrid like that, Jay, it could destroy anybody. Let's just be honest.
Yeah. And like, I hate the thing as well that, Real Madrid play perfect for us and all that. I think Real Madrid got their way of playing, Xabi Alonso, but I think Liverpool made them play like that a lot of the time as well. You know, that a lot of people saying like they didn't go long enough and direct enough. I think the way Liverpool defended stopped the long ball.
Oh yeah.
Because where's the long ball going to? There's no space there.
They had a game plan. They had a game plan. And they were expecting probably Gakpo to be on the left and the midfielders to be the same, and it didn't work out like that. That's why they probably put Camavinga on the right side, so they could stop the runs from the left side continuously. If you know what I mean. But they didn't expect Florian Wirtz coming in and and then staying in the middle majority of the game. So it's a smart decision for my head coach. To be fair, you got to commend him for that, making tactical changes that the team that you're facing not expecting. So I think that's what surprised Real Madrid, and that's what we've got to do with everybody. Jay, we can't be predictable. When we're predictable is when we lose games, but when we're unpredictable is when we win games. You know what I mean? So if we keep changing things and making it difficult for the opponents to prepare for us, I think we will win those games, mate. And that's what happened with Real Madrid. I think it was a tactical genius move. I don't think it was something Real Madrid prepared for.
No, not at all. I agree. Big up from the road says, JB, you look like a unit. A lot of people have said that. No, I'm not. I used to bodybuild and swim when I was younger, so I got big shoulders. But
so you reach your 40s, those things don't exist, man.
Yeah, it all goes downhill. Just sits on your stomach, and that's all it does, man. But appreciate it, Thunder Road. Appreciate it, man. Same 11 for me. I think Cody. Look, if Cody comes in, Cody's a weird player because everyone's saying like Cody don't come in, Cody don't come in. Then I can see Cody scoring 2 goals.
I could share the graphic with you if you want. Could put the lineup and let people see if you want. How can I share it? Is there a way I could share it?
I think you can just share it in the do you have a share screen thing there? You should have a screen.
Just put it up. Extra camera, it says screen share.
Yeah. If it comes up, I should be able to see it. There it is. There we go.
So you will say like the same team, right? Same team.
Yeah.
That's really Van Dijk. I'm always perfect on things. So I have to put the captains down there.
Have you got that tactics board thing? What's it called? I've seen this.
Yeah,
this is cool.
The one I got is, what is it called again? Tactical pad. That's
tactical pad.
I had this for a long time, man. A long time. Sorry, I had it for a long time. Everybody else is doing it now.
Everyone's. It's like £12 a month or something.
30. I swear it's 30 or something like that.
Yeah.
This is the team we'll go with. And Gravenberch, of course, and Mac Allister in the middle. Soboslai behind the striker. Where's Mac Allister? Ekitike up front. And Bradley at the right back position. Sorry, mate.
Go for it, man. It's good.
This is what we're saying we should go with, which was the same team that actually beat, in the ideal world, obviously Alisson back in goal, hands down.
Yeah.
But this is what we got, and I think this is what we should go with. If you know what I mean, Man City is going to do similar to what they normally do. Bernardo Silva in the middle with Gonzalez and Foden, Haaland up front, probably Shaky on the right, and who's the Doku on the left, right? That's what they're going to do. So,
that's the thing with Shaky as well, because Shaky's a super talent. There's no doubt about that. What I think Liverpool need to do is try and make Shaky run the opposite way, because that's not his strength. Mm-hmm. He's a good player, but his strength isn't running the opposite way. Sort of the way we made Vinny do it. We made Vinny run the opposite way, and I think we need to do that with Shaky if he plays, because keeping him out of the game in that final third is only going to benefit us. That for me, to do that, you're going to need Robbo to play if he's going to be on that side, because Robbo will be aggressive and get down that side of the pitch. So, I think you need Robbo to play that position. I think you need this 11. Do you think? Do you think the result of the game between Arsenal and Sunderland today might just change what he might be thinking for the game?
It could do, mate. It could do. But the thing is, it's only one day in between. He probably already announced the first team. If you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
it's very true. It's very
that's the
true.
thing about it. What I like about this team, Jay, we're no longer this. Remember the fullbacks inverting and leaving a gap in there. But we're
Yeah,
back to being this now and overlapping players. And you know the wingers are cutting inside nowadays instead of like being a touchline winger. So they always get that support. If the fullback is out of position, you got the obviously Gravenberch that always helps on this side, vice versa with Mac Allister on that side. And sometimes we see this and we see this. I don't know if you noticed that in the game. They swap. They
Yeah.
swap. Like we see Soboslai being the deepest midfielder and Mac Allister being the number 10. So we do a lot of switches. They're gonna keep doing things like this. And this guy is all over the place, like this.
Mm.
Considering what we get with Gakpo, who's always gonna be going up and down and then cutting in and shooting, this can confuse the defenders from the opposition. So if he comes over here, that means the right back doesn't know what to do because he's gonna be stuck there. So if he comes there, we could outnumber the players in defense, if you know what I mean, Jay. So they could do like a 1-2. Salah goes through, and you know someone Ekitike in the middle passes him and to him and scores a goal. We could do things like that. So this is the confusion we could cause with Ekitike, Salah, and Soboslai being in that position. If you know what I mean, Jay. And I like it. With Gakpo, it's predictable. It's always there, cutting in, and then going back out again. There. It's just the same stuff every single time.
No, I agree, man. Do you know So a lot of people's problems were, and I think they were right, when he played a midfield three with Gravenberch, Mac Allister, or Gravenberch, Soboslai, and Wirtz in that midfield three. Mac Allister and Wirtz naturally like to take up the same space because they're very not like totally similar in the way they want to play, but they like to take out that final third space, especially on that left hand, side of the pitch. If Wirtz is playing in them left wing areas like you got him now, if he's cutting inside there, or he's floating around middle and right, Mac Allister can then go into his natural left side, like take that natural position up that he likes to play in, and straight away that means what you're doing there. You got a Wirtz who's taken up some attacking positions without sacrificing Wirtz being in the midfield.
Something like that, right?
And Mac Allister, exactly.
Yeah, so I like that. You know, you're right because they were getting in the way of each other this season in the beginning. Yeah. Sometimes I see Mac Allister taking a shot and then following Wirtz is in front of him, and he hits him or hits someone like because he visually can't see what he needs to do. But yeah, this like it helps everybody, Jay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I love it when I love the midfield. Exchanging positions. That means we trust each other. That means we're a team that can do things when things like say like Soboslai is not working out as the number 10. You could just exchange. Put Mac Allister there, and and then probably it will change things. We could do things like that. Or if it doesn't work out, put Gravenberch, take up those lines he normally used to last season, give him the ball, let him turn around and start running at people. You know what I mean, Jay? Yeah. So that's the beauty of this midfield, the three when we have them there. And now you got Florian Wirtz, another intelligent player who's a brainy player in the team as well. But this time he doesn't have to stay around this area. He could go float around everywhere. And then give more spaces to everybody else, if you know what I mean, and double up on the defender or something like that. If Salah has got two defenders on him, he could come in and take the other defender away. Salah go and take him on. You know what I mean? Things like that. We could do a lot of stuff, man. The fluidity is amazing. Like it's fluid, it's pure, and it could cause a lot of damage. That's why we've come back to where we are at the moment because we're doing things that opposition don't expect, Jay. Now. You know what I mean? Before that, when we lost the 4 games, they expected what we was doing. That's why they beat us.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. No, I totally agree. It's, you look at them players there, and that's just incredible talent on that pitch. And I keep saying this. I've said it all season. I do think Arsenal probably have the all-round best squad in the league for the amount of positions they got covered. But if you look at the quality. I think the quality Liverpool have got is at a high level. I really do. I really do. And it's just getting them to work in the right system. Slotzag, he's had Gravenberch as like this attacking 8 and Mac Allister and Szoboszlai in this attacking 8 position, trying to dominate so high up the pitch and leaving so much room. We never had the spare man. And when you lose the ball, you desperately need a spare man. And when your fullbacks are inverting, they get lost in the shuffle as well. It means you got the long balls onto the diagonal areas. That's where all we has a problem. If you notice, no one actually plays through our midfield. They go over our midfield. That's the way to do it. You don't play through it. You just go over it, go into the wide areas where all the space is. And that's where Liverpool get caught on the counter constantly because we never have the spare man.
Mate.
And now Liverpool have the spare man. Like the last 2 games, there was a spare man back. And, you know, I don't mind them dominating the ball in the other half. You can dominate the ball. You can keep the 4 that are in the opposition half right now, Salisu, Boslow, Robertson, and Ekitike, they can press there. Them 4 can press, and Mac Allister and Graham can sit. You know, they don't need to go and involve themselves in the press. And then if you don't win the second ball, guess what? You've got 2 to spare. You know, when we're not winning the second ball all season, we've got no spare player.
Why are we so good at in the past 2 games, Jay? Because we was like this in the beginning, but when we haven't got the ball, everybody's gone down. Like they come back, everybody's here, even the striker. You know,
even go to that mid block, ain't it?
Now. You know what I mean? So look how difficult that is to go through, Jay.
Exactly.
I mean, before we were so high up, the ball was going over the top. By the time Gravenberch on and get back, it's a goal. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And you know what that gives you as well? You can be more aggressive in your press in the midfield. Because if you don't win the ball in your press, you know you've got spare men. Where we tried to press, like when they're trying to press beforehand, they know for a fact if they're going for that press and lose it, they've got no spare man, so it's easy to get caught in behind. Now, when you play that mid block and everyone tucks back and goes a bit more, you know, solid in that midfield and defence, where there's not much gap between them, you can really be aggressive in that midfield. And once you're aggressive in that midfield, you know, you go win more games of football, especially with our players.
And what I think
our players want to play pressing.
Like what they need to do is these 2 need to decide which one is going to take Haaland. You know, Man City, he's the man. He's the goal scorer. Foden has come into form recently, but you need to stop this guy. He's improved a lot with his build-up play now, Jay. He holds the ball up now. He passes it off now. He dribbles when he has to dribble. So out of these 2, probably Konate needs to stick with him throughout the game. Just get him out of the game. Get him out. We don't need to see him. You know what I mean? Take him out of the game, and I think the rest will come together eventually. Because I know these 2, they love playing against him. They love playing against the best in it, Van Dijk and Konate. Because it elevates their game, innit? It makes them better as the footballers. So listen, as long as we take this guy out, I think the threat from Man City will be not as much as it should be normally. You know what I mean, Jay?
Yeah, because his play at the moment off the ball is excellent as well. You know, Haaland on the ball is fantastic. Haaland off the ball it has been outrageous this season. You know, absolutely outrageous. Foden's just come back into form this season as well.
Part of the 3, but he floats. Okay? Like he's doing the opposite for our team. Yeah, so he floats around everywhere. But the thing is, with him, you need to stop him cutting inside on his left foot. Just stop the shots. Like, as we did with Mbappe the other day. What did Gravenberch do? Always block Mbappe's shots every single time. So sometimes Gravenberch has to stay around here in this area, Jay, so he could stop the shots coming in. So if we block that pass, we're laughing, mate. We're laughing tonight.
No, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Yeah, they're dangerous players, man. And you know what? We're thinking like this. I can guarantee you now, right now, City are thinking the same way because they've just seen Liverpool beat Villa, who they couldn't beat, and then just beat Real Madrid. So they're gonna be thinking, you know, how do we stop? That's why I think it's gonna be quite a tactical game tonight. I think it's gonna be quite a tactical game because both teams are gonna be very aware of the situation they're in right now. Arsenal just dropped points. You know, there's a chance to close the gap, but at the same time, Liverpool gonna be aware of Haaland and, you know, people like Foden and that right now. They're going to be wary of Salah as always, you know, if Verts plays and Ekitike. Probably Szoboszlai around set pieces, around the edge of the box as well. He's a worry there. You know, so there's a lot of threat from both teams. I say it, I think this is the best football game in English football 100%. Right now. Yeah, it's Man City.
It's not ultra defensive, is it, Jay? They just go at each other. That's what I love about it.
It's usually quite competitive, and it's usually about keeping the ball on the floor and playing football. You know, and it's very attack-minded games usually. You know, you remember after the World Cup final, we saw that beautiful World Cup final between
Argentina.
France and Argentina, one of the greatest games of all time. And then like 2 weeks later, we had that cup quarter final against Man City, didn't we? And I remember Jane Cameron on commentaries went, many people just said we saw the best final of all, like ever, between our. But this game is up there as well, and it's a League Cup like quarter final or whatever it was at the time, because it was like a great game of football. They were just going at it. They're like, we respect you, you respect us, and just like, let's go for it. Let's just have this great game.
Many consider Pep Guardiola the greatest manager that ever lived. You know what I mean? And he always says my biggest rival is always Liverpool. Even that I coached Barcelona, I coached Bayern Munich. He loves Liverpool's rivalry. He says they got the best out of him as a manager. He said so.
They get. So what we do with City, we've got like, it's the friendly rivalry. There's no hate. Obviously, Arsenal have to Arsenal everything, don't they? And they got now a blood feud with City, right? And it's all hate. Yeah, it's all quite nasty, and the games are usually quite shit. But the rivalry between Liverpool and City, there's no edge to it. Like we hate each other. There's an edge to it where we think we're better than you. That's what the edge is, and especially in the years between Klopp and Pep, usually the home team won and the away team lost, or it's a draw here and there.
Have you noticed the only time the winning happens is when one of the team is shit. But when both teams are good, it's always a draw, man. It's always a freaking draw. I hope tonight, it's not a draw. I really hope, because both teams are in a good situation, and it always ends up as a draw.
I think the draw right now is probably the odds on.
The best thing that come out of this, if it's a draw, Arsenal didn't win, so that's fine.
Yeah, it stays pretty much how it did before the weekend started, don't it? Pep's 1,000th game.
Yeah, Klopp, I think he said in the video, didn't he? Congratulate him on the 1,000.
He's probably got Pep's stubborn coach, like all great coaches are. They have their philosophy, and they play with their philosophy. And if it goes right, you're the greatest thing. If it goes wrong, you've got no plan B. I don't think the best coaches in the world have a plan B. It's plan A works, or you try and make it work. It's one of the two. It's plan A or it's plan A minus, maybe. They don't have a plan B. But I think with Pep this season, he's noticed. I think what Pep's done, to his credit, he's realised in football right now, the players are not available for the football he actually wants to play on the market. So if you look at what he's gone and bought in the last 12 months or so, are bigger players, more physical.
I think Brian
players.
Irishman said that. He said it's like we've taken the Man City players and taken us.
We've taken
it's like vice versa. That's what's happened.
Ekitike and Verts would have been at City a few years.
And they would have been at City a few years. That's City players. I mean, normal circumstances.
Yeah, but he's gone more direct now. He's using more physical players because he's trying to match what the league is.
I don't think it's just that, Jay. I said it. I remember a year ago. I said it in the platforms. I did say he doesn't look like he wants to be here anymore. You know what I mean? Like when a head coach overstayed in a football club. When I watch Pep Guardiola, it seems like that, because you got, like you said, if you don't change the ideas, you don't evolve with football, it becomes style, innit? And that's what's happened to him, unfortunately. Yeah. And I think he wanted to leave a year ago or something like that, Jay. I think he just overstayed. I think when he won the league that time, should have left. But sometimes the club you're at, the fans and all that stuff, you stay for them, and that's what he did. I honestly think that's what he did.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to. If City don't win the league this year, I don't think he stays. I think he leaves, because
it'd be like a Klopp in a year earlier or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. And he's a great coach, man. But it's gotta be a tight game, man. I saw this the day they were singing another Liverpool song, weren't they? It's what they do, man.
The best thing to do, guys, don't retaliate. Just laugh at it.
Just laugh at it, because obviously they say Anfield's a library, but they nick all our songs. Make that make sense. You know what I'm Guys, my watch along tomorrow is on my Big Up channel. The link is there. If you're not going to subscribe to my Big Up channel, go and subscribe to it now. So I'll be over there. And don't forget, on my Big Up channel tomorrow will be match predictions for the game, where if you bet $6, you get $5 back automatically. Wow. And you get to pick I'll show you right now. Here you go. Let me show you on the stream. Let's do this. Let's show you right now what you can do. Obviously, if people want to do it, right? So you'll see my thumbnail right there. Let's bring me in the. Oh, where are we? Oh, what's going on here? Right, there we go. Should be there. We go. Right, that's a little better. So there's as you see, there's the thumbnail right there. As you can see, people already participate. You go on to game and you'll see it there. It's a prediction thing. So the predictions here today is Salah to score a goal or have an assist. You just click yes or no to all these here. There's 6 different options. 6 options. If you pick all 6 options, will cost you $6. Big Up will give you brand new. Big Up will give you $5 of them back straight away. So that bet would only cost you $1. If you all 6 of them, you'll have you can either do the power play, which is, or you can do another one, which it's not, I can't remember what the name of it is now. It's not power play, but you get half your winnings. It's like going each way, basically, on the horses. I think it's $225 is the max win on the 6 there for a $5 bet. And if you're brand new to it, you get $5 back, so it's only cost you $1. Also, at the end of the week after this game, so the end of next week, everyone who bets on this game goes into a prize draw to win $25,000. So anyone who bets on that game automatically goes into the prize draw or Big Up at the end of next week, and the winner will be chosen, and you will receive $25,000. So, yeah. Give it a go, guys. Also, if you are got an Apple device, you can, if you download Big Up from an Apple device, you will get $10 back instead of $5. So check that out. Check that out, guys. And of course, you don't need to do it all. You can just come along with everyone else. Enjoy the watch along. But yeah, you get a leaderboard here. You'll see where you are on the leaderboard. As you can see right now, the game's not even started for 14 hours yet, but there's already 10 people have already taken a shot at it. And and them 10 people, no matter what happens, will be in the prize draw for the end of next week. So yeah, and then you can keep a feed on it. You'll see a feed, you see a leaderboard where you are on the leaderboard, and the money goes straight back into your account. So literally straight away. So if that's your cup of tea and you want to do that kind of thing, go and have a look. So if you're brand new to it, and you never done it before, Big Up. For the 6, you can bet just the 2. The 2's like $1. If you bet all 6 options, it'll cost you $6, and Big Up will automatically give you $5 back, so it only costs you $1. So if you fancy that, guys, go and check it out. The link is pinned in the live chat. Go and have a look at it. Go and check it out. So new options they're doing over there. We're trying to improve things over on Big Up, do different things that we can't do over here on YouTube, and just change it up. And obviously over there as well, after games, we can actually show highlights of games as well. There's no copyright. They have the copyright to show Premier League footage. So after every game, 24 hours after the game, we can go over there and actually do like a match of the day reaction and actually watch the highlights as they're just talking about it.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, so go and check it out if you've not checked it out already. Fozzie, what's the predictions tomorrow, man? What's the score, Gabby?
As I said in the Hussam show, I think it's going to be 2-1. And I said Szoboszlai and Salah is going to score again. I think they're going to score. And Haaland, of course. He's on this roll now. Like, he will get 1 goal at least. But yeah, 2-1. 2-1.
We got the best record against Haaland.
I know. But
he's a different alien at the moment. He's different alien right now. I mean, Canate and Virgil might be the worst opposition to go against, though, because they love a battle, man.
They love a battle, man.
Yeah, so, you know, I think it's going to be a close game. I can oversee this being a 0-0 or Liverpool winning.
Are you happy with the 0-0?
Not losing away to the Etihad in the form we've been in. I can't really say no to that, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, the form we've been in. But after seeing Arsenal dropping points, if we win, and then I think after the international duty, we've got
horrendous fixtures, Arsenal. Let me see.
Yeah, the fixtures are more in. Do you know, Arsenal have only won 2 games against the Big Six in the Premier League this season, but have also played the bottom 5 teams in the Premier League this season.
Wow.
And Liverpool have only played 1.
I could share it with you, their fixtures, if you want.
Yeah.
Right there before we go. Yeah, I think these fixtures are tough, Jay, because they come back against Tottenham, don't they? The next fixture will be Tottenham.
Yeah, North London derby, man. It's not easy.
I think you can see it, can't you?
Yeah, you can see it perfect.
So, take that away. Go. I've gone too far, I think.
Yeah, if you look at their fixtures, though, they played a lot of the bottom 5 sides.
Their
fixtures have been quite handy.
It helped them, man. It helped them. See, so they got, obviously, even the Champions League is difficult, to be fair. So after international football, they've got Tottenham. Then they got Bayern Munich in the Champions League. That's going to take them, you know, it's going to take a lot out of the minute, Jay. It's not going to be easy game. They're going to be playing their first team as well. I mean, then they got Chelsea away. That's a tough game. So if we're 5 points behind, Jay, and they got these games coming up, and you know the derby is a lottery.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Tottenham can have a good game, probably end up as a draw, as they always did in the past. And then, you know, another hard game they will go through, and then Chelsea away. Chelsea always give them a good game. They hardly. I don't think Arsenal win at Chelsea, do they? Really? I can't.
No, that'd be a difficult game.
Yeah, then Brentford.
That whole week's a difficult game. That's 3 hard games in a week. You know, that's 3 different games.
A few days later, they got Brentford at home, Aston Villa away. Jay already beat Man City.
That's a difficult game as well.
Just the Brentford one is. See, that's what I'm saying. So we had our.
What we got in comparison? What we got in comparison?
We've got Nottingham Forest. I think when we come back, let me just check. Liverpool. Let's see. I'll share this with you as well. Nottingham Forest when we come back, and then let me take this one off first of all. Sorry about that, mate. I could take it off. Yeah, hang on. Let me share this one. Find it. There you go. Yeah. So when we come back from international football, first, obviously, we've got Man City tonight, and then we've got Nottingham Forest, PSV at home, easy win. Has to be a win. Then West Ham away. We always win there, don't we, Jay? Sunderland at home. Luckily, it's at home, not away.
Yeah, I think that's a different game at home.
Leeds, we should beat. We should beat Leeds at Leeds. Then we've got Brighton at home. So our fixtures are kind. To be fair, we always beat Tottenham away as well. Tottenham are not. And then we've got Wolverhampton after that, Jay. So,
and the game after Christmas ain't too bad. Our games around the Christmas period ain't too bad, are they?
That's when Salah leaves as well. So our fixtures are kind to us now. Now they're facing the fixtures we've been facing, if you know what I mean, the harder fixtures.
Yeah.
So it's not bad, man.
Yeah, this game tomorrow's even more bigger now. When you see these games, because that's a 3 o'clock kickoff when we come back. If we beat City, we obviously play before Arsenal. We could be 1 point behind, like 2 points behind them. Before Arsenal play the North London derby. Yeah, that's huge. That's massive. That's big. Yeah. This is now coming must win.
Business
tomorrow,
end, isn't it? Business end. And you know when the pressure is on, Arsenal always fold, Jay.
Yeah, they've been known to it, man. They've been known to it. Which Liverpool would turn up tomorrow? This is the big question. It's the biggest question, and we can't answer it
until we see the lineup. Basically,
When I see that lineup, if Kirkhead and Cody are playing, I don't know. I don't know. But then I always go against Cody sometimes, and he proves me wrong. Scores like a 2-goal or gets a winner or something like that. Cody's got that in his locker. To be fair to him,
Cody he's got it in his best, locker. Jay. Sorry to interrupt, Jay. I think Cody is at his best when he's under pressure. if someone is fighting for his position, like him and Diaz last season, Cody, people don't understand. Cody was one of the main reasons we won the league last season because he turned up before his injury. He was scoring goals left, right, and center in the Champions League and in the Premier League. He scored like 10 goals last season, I think, in the Premier League. So he did turn up, but the only time you see him at his best is when he had Diaz behind him. You know, they were switching positions. Which one is the one we need and all that stuff. But when he's on his own, this is the performances you get, unfortunately. Hot and cold Cody. Cody always scores, though, man. He always scores.
Be at Apollo, he says, do you think the loser of the Liverpool and City game is out the title race? It's still early, but some are saying it's still a knockout game. Not so sure about that myself. Do you know what it is? If City lose, Liverpool and City would have already lost 4 games each. Yeah. And like Fozzie, we were talking about this yesterday, and I don't think you can afford to win the league losing 5 or 6 at this moment in time. So that means you'll have to be pretty much perfect. Look, can both them teams go and be pretty much perfect the rest of the season after tomorrow? Yes, because there's proof in the pudding. We've seen it with Liverpool and City.
We've seen it last season
in previous years. Them two just go into a different gear, especially around that March time. You know, March, April time. Liverpool and City in recent years always go into that. You know, like City started the season well last year. Then they fell off at Christmas. Then by March time,
Rodri get injured.
Yeah, and then by March time, City went on a run. Everyone forgets that. They actually finished the season quite well. You know, yeah, I still think that I wouldn't say totally out of it. Liverpool would be 10 points, which would be a lot. Spurs and City would be 9 points out of it. Yeah, I don't think either want to be out of it. It'll be
depends
difficult.
on Arsenal, innit? It depends on
it'd be
the points that they have.
I don't think Arsenal are going to lose many games, but the thing I do think with Arsenal, I think they're going to draw some.
Injuries can hit them, Jay.
And too many draws cost you as well.
That's what happened in the last season.
If you draw 2 games in a row and someone wins 2 games in a row, you've made so many points up straight away. You might as well lose one, draw and win one, to be fair.
Well, us losing kept us in the title race.
Yeah, that's what's the crazy thing. I don't think we've drawn a game.
We haven't. We've lost 4 and
we either lose or win.
6-1-6, sorry.
Yeah, and that's why we're up there. You know, that's the reason. We drew games, we wouldn't be that close. So it's the draws that kill you. Draws absolutely kill you in this league now. So, and the way Arsenal played, like today, they brought a defender.
I couldn't believe it, Jay.
And try to sit back against Sunderland, which is the wrong thing to do.
It's
in Arteta's. Yeah, but it's in Arteta's DNA. That's what he does.
He's under pressure.
He goes back to that defensive. And when they defended, I thought they defended terribly. They just sat back and didn't. No, like Xhaka was just moving the ball left to right freely.
You know, thinking about it, I was saying in the watch along, I would have took Xhaka as our DM this season. I would have took him from Bayer Leverkusen just for a couple of seasons until we find the right one. Why do we go for someone like that? Because he's aggressive, he's good on the ball, he sits in front of that defense, he controls things. He would have complimented everybody else. He would have complimented.
No, he's a good player. I think there was a rumor of us looking at him in the summer. I remember seeing that rumor online, but no, he's a good footballer.
I like him.
And
I like everything.
He's very good. And, you know, I couldn't believe it when he brought Mascara on and went to like 5 at the back. And it's like, you're playing Sunderland, guys, you know. What you should be doing is not that Sunderland strength, what you're doing right now. Get the ball and play further up the pitch and just keep the ball up there. Keep your 4 at the back, put another attacker on. And just, you can defend, like people will say, it's good. Like, he's protecting a 2-1 lead. You can protect a 2-1 lead by playing a striker as well.
Yeah, but Jay,
playing your football further up the field.
Like, you do this at the end of the season. You know what I mean? The business end, not at the beginning of the season. He does some strange. Even Liverpool, the Liverpool game, that was weird. What I saw, I said it's too early for him to defend like this, man.
They don't. It's his DNA. It's like when you're 2-1 up, you don't want to give the opposition encouragement to keep attacking your goal.
Because you're only going to go back. If you bring a defender on, you're only going to go back, aren't you? Because you lose that midfielder in the middle. So
yeah, exactly. So you're just giving the opposition encouragement. Defend higher up the pitch. Bring the attacker on. Yeah, a lot of Arsenal fans are fuming when they saw
this. I've said it for a while.
What it showed, it shows Arteta's pure DNA is a defensive manager.
Jay, do you rate him? Do you rate him as a head coach?
I think he's a good coach because I don't think you can be where you are with Arsenal without being a good coach.
Yeah, but that amount of years, 6 years it took him, you know.
But he's had time to build, ain't he? You know, he finished 8th twice. I actually think he gets a lot of false praise for them finishes because I don't think his teams were that bad to be finishing that low in the league with Arsenal. True. You know, I think he had better teams than people remember, to be fair. Yeah. And then was it 5th 2 years in a row? Yeah. And then he's been top 2 since then, ain't he?
Up to the 2nd place,
Yeah, and then the season when he almost won the league against Man City is like when Liverpool dropped off. And
I could be harsh on him, I got to be honest, because that's his first managerial job at the end of the day. So if that's your first job and you're doing that, but then again, when you're spending over $1 billion, Jay, that's a lot of money, man. You should get it right at some stage. You know what I mean? If the other team are transitioning, if you know what I mean. So probably that's why he's doing this season, because
no pressure on his job, none. So he's allowed to develop that team, and now he's got that team playing in his image with all the players that he wants. So they're gonna be good, ain't they?
You know, he plays for every position, Jay. Of course, man. I mean, if someone gets injured, you got someone else.
I just saw today. I don't think Slot makes that substitution today.
No,
and I will give Slot his dues here, even if I get at him a bit. I saw it against Fulham.
Bring a DM on, probably a DM, not a defender.
Yeah, it's just to keep the possession higher up the pitch. I saw it against Fulham when we had 10 men. He brought a striker on still to try to win the game. Yeah, you know, and we look like it's just that's his. I think Klopp would do the same as well. I think Pep would do the same. To bring a defender on and then go into this really mad 5 at the back low block against Sunderland away from home, newly promoted Sunderland. If he did this against City or Liverpool, I'd understand it a little bit more maybe. But you're just asking Sunderland, who's still got Xhaka on the pitch. You're letting Xhaka have time on the ball with no pressure.
And they're a long ball team. They're willing to do long balls.
And they're physical. So you're asking a physical, strong side and you're allowing them to put the ball in the box. That's crazy to me. I'd be fuming. They should have brought on like another midfielder or an attacker and keep the possession out of the pitch because they got the quality to keep the possession in the final third. See it out for 3 minutes, keep the ball, play it around the pitch. Yeah. You know, like they just play it around, go around the back, around the midfield, just attack, just play it around the whole pitch. Make Sunderland run, you know. But it was crazy, man. It was crazy. So Liverpool got to take that chance now. So City, to be their fairness, City will be saying the same thing. 100%. Yeah, it's there to be taken there. So I think it's going to be a 0-0 or a 1-0 Liverpool win. You know, I think it's going to be
okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a chess match. I think both teams are going to be just a little bit wary of each other. Little bit wary of each other.
Closer to the opponent, isn't it, Jay? Like, don't let them get shots and all that stuff. That's one thing Man City like to do, like curl the ball from outside the box, the bottom corners and all that stuff. As long as we minimize them, to shots that's not timid towards the goalkeeper, we'll be fine, man. Just
I'd say this though: if he starts Savinho and Doku together tomorrow on either wing, I think Liverpool win comfortably.
You think so? Wow.
Because they're just going to play, they will play with that high. So what Pep would do there, he'll play that high press and try and keep Liverpool boxed in with the wingers attacking the fullbacks constantly. Yeah. But if Liverpool can maintain their defensive structure like they did against Real Madrid, they'll catch City on the counter quite easily. So
I'm confident in the midfield area. I mean, Foden thinks forward. Bernardo Silva hasn't got the legs anymore that he used to have. And Gonzalez isn't Rodri, is he really? So we should outnumber them in the midfield. I think we should possession them and athletically as well. We should outrun them in the midfield as well. I honestly think we could cause a lot of damage because you look at Bernardo Silva and Foden, Jay, they're not defensive-minded midfielders, are they? They're not really running up and down kind of midfielders, are they? So
they want to get on the ball, don't they?
There you go, mate.
I think Liverpool should just give out the possession to City tomorrow. make them have it. I think Liverpool are the best counter-pressing team in the league when they need to.
100%.
So I'd let City have the ball. Pep. I think Pep. I've heard a lot of City fans saying they want Liverpool to have the ball. This is what I'm saying. It's going to be. I think Pep likes having the ball. He will want the ball, and I think if City have the ball more than us, I think it benefits us in their counter pressing because City can still be got at as well. There's no two bets about that. But big up Danny, man. My predictions have changed. My predictions keep changing. But after tonight's game with Arsenal, I just think it's going to be quite a chess match tomorrow after that result, to be fair. But guys, we're going to leave it there. Big up to everyone. He's lit. Suppose you have to sleep sometime.
Yeah. Night shift mode. You know what I mean? I have to get out. Yeah. It is what it is.
And I'm looking forward to the game later tonight. It's going to be a good one. 4 o'clock kickoff. So guys, make sure you go on my Big Up. Link is in the live chat. Go and check that out. And you have some fun over on Big Up. I'll be live there tomorrow for the game. So make sure you join me for that. Fozzie will be on his channel, I'm sure, doing the watch along.
Yep.
So go on Fozzie TV. He's had a rebrand. Go and check it out.
Yep.
Fozzie TV and YouTube, guys. Nice and easy. Go and check that out.
It's easier for everybody to understand.
Exactly. And check Fozzie's watch along out tomorrow as well. It's going to be a good one, guys. And hopefully we'll get the win. And we're all happy. But guys, appreciate you all. Have a